Tomorrow, President Biden heads to Maui to see the destruction from the deadliest American wildfire in more than a century. 114 people are now confirmed dead, more than 1,000 people still missing. CBS's Lilia Luciano has the very latest on recovery efforts this evening. Lilia, good evening to you.
Good evening, Jerika. Workers have scoured some 85% of the disaster area in Lahaina. And according to the governor, the remaining 15% could take weeks. And this as an approaching storm threatens to make those efforts even more complicated. Fears of permanent displacement are growing among survivors of the Lahaina fire.
We had a housing crisis before this fire. This took it to another level.
FEMA says it has approved more than $5.5 million in aid for 2,000 households so far, promising each will receive an initial one-time payment of $700 for critical aid assistance. But with the sky-high cost of living in Hawaii, the Morales family who lost their home say that critical aid isn't nearly enough, and they still haven't been able to access it. It's not enough.
Yeah.
The Lahaina fire was one of 4 that broke out on the island of Maui earlier this month, destroying thousands of homes.
Do I wish those sirens went off? Of course I do.
On Face the Nation today, Governor Josh Green criticized the response by a now resigned Maui administrator on why he didn't activate the emergency sirens.
Of course, I, as a person, as a father, as a doctor, I wish all the sirens went off.
And tonight, officials fear rain from Tropical Storm Fernanda could bring dangerous mudslides to part of the island, worsening a growing humanitarian disaster on the ground.
There's an airport right up the road. Why isn't that being used? There's an ocean front 20 feet from our lobby. Why are we not using that?
More than 1,000 people remain unaccounted for, and the governor says that because of the high heat at which the fires burned, along with all other complications of the search, some remains, Jerika, may never be recovered.
Such a sad and devastating story. Thank you for your continuing coverage on this, Lilia.